Hey, what's up, bootstrappers? This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another end of the day lesson learned. Okay, so, man, what a crazy day. So there's a house that I've been tracking down, been using Deal Machine. Actually, it came from Code Enforcement, and Code Enforcement gave me the owner's name. Totally cool, got all that stuff squared away. The guy's like, yeah, I want to sell it. I want to get rid of it. It's been a pain in my butt forever. And I'm going through the court process, and so he says I'm probably about 4 or 5 months out because I have to go through probate. My dad's deceased, it's been all these crazy shenanigans. My dad's brother tried to steal the property from me even though I'm the rightful owner of the property, and it should have been included in our trust, but it wasn't in the trust, and so he deeded it over to himself. All these crazy things are happening. I'm like, what the heck, man? So anyway, he had to do a quiet title on it. So he calls me up today. He's like, hey, man, I'm ready to go. So I go and I take a look at the house, and it's pretty tore up, but hey, that's how it goes. So we're looking at the place, and he's like, yeah, we're good. I just need you to agree upon a price. I got another investor who wants it for X. If you can match that, then it's yours. So we matched this price. It was a little bit more than what I wanted to, but got a pretty solid strategy on this one. So anyway, just had this gut feeling, right, in the back of my mind, just like, hey, go look at title, go look at title, go look at title, go look at the, go pull a title on it, go look at the county recorder's office. So fortunately, my office is right across the street from the county recorder's office. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I go and I type up the contract. Contract's ready to go, and I hit a snag. I'm like, crap, what's the full name of this dude's trust? Because he's the trustee or the successor trustee for this trust. And I pulled up the document. The document image viewer that I have, it wasn't working right. It wasn't loading. It says unable to load. I'm like, this has got to be a sign. I had this intuition to go look at this guy's property, and now I'm feeling like now this document image, and I had looked at this image earlier today. Like I had looked at it earlier in the day just to make sure that some of the title work had been done, that this had been filed and whatnot. So I knew that it worked, but in my office it just wasn't working at that point. So it's unavailable at the moment. So I'm like, what, screw it. So I went across the street, pulled all that document up, looked up how the trust was, got the exact name for the trust for him to sign. And then I'm like, since I'm here, let me just go ahead and look at this document here. And so when probate happens, there's a court order that happens, and the court order transfers it from the deceased person. They call it the decedent. So from the decedent's name into the petitioner's name, who happens to be this particular dude. Unless you're going to do there's certain kind of different transactions that have to happen. If there's a trust already created and this property wasn't included in that trust, and you do what's called a Hegstead here in California, Hegstead motion, and I think that's what he's doing. But anyway, I digress. I think that's the proper term. I digress. I diverse and I regress. No, those are not the right words. I wanted to sound all cool and intelligent here on this nice little camera talking about probates, but you guys see right through that, don't you? So anyway, I did not see that court order document. So I get ready to send the guy a text message like, hey, I was over the courthouse, I didn't see this, or the county recorders, I didn't see this. I didn't send him the text message. He calls me about, I want to say 15 minutes after that. So here's what I did. So I knew that the document wasn't there. I still sent him the contract. So I sent him the contract over. He gets it, he reviews it, and he goes, hey, is that the name of the trust? I don't even know. My attorney's been handling all that stuff because he lives out of state. He's like, I don't even know if that's the right name of the trust. I'm like, yeah, it is. I pulled the document, and since I have you on the phone, guess what? He's like, well, hang on, before you tell me, I got to tell you something. I called my attorney, and it looks like the probate hasn't been opened yet. We're waiting for the court-appointed referee to go out and do an appraisal on the property. I'm like, I thought so. And then I just went into it. So, lesson learned. The first lesson is, gosh, you know what? Trust your gut, man. Your gut knows. Your gut knows what's going on. And so, not a big deal. I spent an extra, 30, 40 minutes on the transaction. So anyway, but the lesson is, go to title, man. Make sure all the documents are there, especially when you're dealing with probate. Probate is such a tricky thing that it has to be, all the T's have to be crossed and all the I's have to be dotted. And so, that's the lesson there, is if the title ain't clean, if you don't have the right to do what you're doing, then you can't do it. And so that was that. So we squared it away. My contract says that I have a 90-day window to go ahead and clear up any title issues. I think we're going to fall before that 90-day process, and so I'm cool there. But anyway, he's like, yeah, I'm not going to sign this yet. I need to have my attorney look at it, but I'm definitely going to go with you. I mean, I've learned more from you in this 10-minute conversation than I have with, my attorney, who I've been working with for the last 4 or 5 years, or months, to do the quiet title action and do all this other stuff. So anyway, I tell you guys, he who educates dominates. When you can come across as an authority and you know what you're talking about, you're just going to dominate. They're going to default to you. They're going to trust you, and you're going to get what you need. And I mean, this could work to my advantage. In 60 days, the price could have gone down, and so I might even get it for a better price then. Or it could also work for my advantage. I could still stay at the same price I'm at, and the price could have gone up, from appreciation. The likelihood of that happening, I'm not going to bet on that. I mean, we have some steady gains as far as appreciation goes, but it's also summertime. In 90 days from now, we're going to be end of fall. No, I would say end of fall. We're going to be like in the middle of the fall, and so prices tend to linger a little bit longer here in Northern California as the weather starts to cool down and people aren't in that peak buying season. So lessons though, definitely know what you're doing. Look at the title. Check that stuff out. Make sure that you're actually dealing with the actual owner of the property. I can't tell you how many times I've had some Yahoo wholesaler out there. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys. If that's what you do, don't do that crap. Don't do this. But you pretend that you're the owner and you start calling around like, yeah, I'm selling this property at this, and that. And then I go and I look at title and I'm like, you're not the owner, man. Who the hell are you? You're not even on title anywhere. And they're like, oh, well, he's my family friend. And then tons of BS. Tons of crap out there. So don't be that guy. Make sure that you have access to title, that you can go ahead and you can look up who's on title there and know the difference between lien theory and title theory, so you know how exactly you can move forward and perform on those particular transactions. All right, guys, I am just about home, and my wife is telling me the dinner is served. So I will see you all later. And just remember, you're one deal away, just one, from changing your entire financial future. And if you can change your entire financial future, or the outlook of your financial future by getting one deal and getting a taste of success, then you're all the better for it, guys. So just remember, one deal is all it takes. All right, I'm Ryan Nickel, and this is Bootstrap REI, and I'll see you later.